Lauriel's Adventure Under the Sea, written and illustrated by Jordan Harlan. Down in the deep blue sea, there was a city called Mermaland, where all the merpeople lived. This is where a beautiful young mermaid named Lauriel was raised by her parents. She lived a very sheltered life, as she was not allowed to go anywhere without her parents, and her parents never left the city. On the eve of her 11th birthday, Lauriel's parents left her all alone while they went out to get things ready for her party. Lauriel pondered on what she should do for a while they were gone. And then her curiosity got the best of her. I think I'm going to go for a swim. And off she went into the sea, on her own for the very first time. She swam and swam until she found a colorful field of coral, but the field was quiet. Wow, this is different. I've never been here before. Suddenly, she heard a strange voice. Hi, I'm so glad to see you. Ah, oh my goodness, you scared me. What are you? Who are you? Well, I'm Sophie, and I'm a seahorse. You've never seen a seahorse before? Do you live under a rock? No, silly, I live in Mermaland, and I've never been out of the city. Matter of fact, I've never been out on my own. Where am I exactly? You're in the village of Seacrest. How come you've never left Mermaland before? My parents have always taken me everywhere with them. This is the first time they left me at home alone, so I decided to go for a swim. Now that I'm away from home and out on my own, I'm kind of scared. Maybe I should go back. You aren't as far away from home as you think. You can't leave. You just got here. I haven't had a friend in a very long time. It's very nice to meet you. What's your name? Oh, it's Lauriel. Lauriel. Such a pretty name. Come on, let me show you what I do for fun. Sophie led Lauriel into a small blue coral reef. In the reef, there were a few things Lauriel had never seen before. What is this stuff? My hula hoop, my favorite food, and my gardening tools. That big ring is called a hula hoop? Huh? Well, what does it do? Let me show you. Sophie placed the hula hoop around her neck and made it go around and round. It continued to spin, but went down to her waist and then down to her tail. Wow, that was amazing! You are so talented, Sophie! Why don't you give it a try? No thanks. Well, why not? I won't be any good at it. You never know until you try. Oh, okay. Sophie gave Lauriel her second hula hoop, and Lauriel placed it around her neck. Then she started swinging the hula hoop around her neck, then it dropped to her waist, and finally finished twirling it around her tail. Well, what did you think? It wasn't that bad, was it? Not at all. That was a lot of fun, but I'm getting kind of hungry. What have you got for a snack? Ah, my favorite food, plankton. Plankton? Ew, that doesn't sound very good. You never know until you try. Okay, fine. Sophie fixed some plankton up for her and Lauriel to snack on. Well, what do you think? Hey, it's not too bad. I'm so happy you tried it. Come on, I want to show you my garden. Sophie took Lauriel to her garden to show her all the beautiful flowers she had planted. How did you do this? They're beautiful and humongous. I planted them. These flowers are called purple anemone. Do you want to try planting some? I'm not sure. I'm scared I'll mess up. Don't be scared. It's easy. All right, all right. Sophie showed Lauriel how it was done, and then Lauriel tried it for herself. How did that feel? Good! I can't wait to see how it turns out. Your parents must be so proud of you, Sophie. Speaking of your parents, my birthday party is tomorrow. Will you see if you can come? My parents are gone. Seacrest went through an awful storm a couple months ago. My parents hid me under a rock, and I was the only one who survived. My dad taught me how to hula hoop. My mom taught me how to garden. Her favorite flower was the purple anemone, and we had plankton for dinner almost every night. Oh, Sophie, I had no idea. I am so sorry. You are coming home with me. Really? I would love to. Lauriel took Sophie to her home in Mermaland. When Lauriel got home, her parents were furious. "Oh, Lauriel, we were so worried about you."
"Where have you been? Don't you know better than to go anywhere without us? You could have gotten hurt."
"I am sorry I left without your permission, but I wanted to go for a swim on my own. That was one of the many things I tried today, and that's how I met Sophie." Lauriel continued to tell her parents about Sophie and how she had lost her family. "And if I didn't try going out on my own today, I would have never found Sophie, and she would still be all alone. Can she live with us?"
"Of course she can."
"She will always feel loved here." "Thank you all so very much." Sophie stayed with the family of mermaids and learned everything about them, just like Lauriel had learned everything about her. The next day they celebrated Lauriel's birthday. Sophie taught Lauriel to never be afraid and to try new things.